Hi, Awoye.
Hey,
Um,
Pam.
I wanted to talk to you as a director. I hugely respect, and I've seen full productions of yours. I rarely go to other directors' readings, and I'm just so interested. First of all, I guess, what is a play reading in normal times, and then we'll get to digital days.
Mhm.
So how do you approach a play reading? What do you get out of it, and how do you like run the room?
This is such a great question. So in a way, it feels like there's two goals of a play reading. One is to spend as much time as possible working on the play and seeing what questions the playwright wants to answer and what we think we can uncover and unearth with other people over the course of, sometimes 2 days, sometimes 4 days, sometimes 5 days of a process. So we kind of want to maximize the time that we have with everybody in the room. And then the other part is, how do we share this kind of work in progress with a larger audience?
This last week, you spent 4 days, 4 consecutive days, working with a fantastic company of actors on a fantastic play, but everyone was on Zoom. You had people as far as London, England, certainly people in the Bay Area. You were in New York, so we're navigating time zones. We're navigating, have people just had their first cup of coffee? Are people coming down from their maybe a glass of wine at dinner? So what is different when you approach a digital reading?
What's really interesting, there were two things that were kind of really different about the reading rehearsal process. One is that I realized that I haven't done a reading of a not new play in a long time. So in a way, you have a piece that is complete for all intents and purposes. And really then our work was kind of an excavation process, a learning process, an exploring process to uncover the kind of truth and meaning of this incredible play that Alice Childress has constructed.
And what was said about white people are not ready for this, and so this is the space. He says this is the space, the winnable space that we can be in is to get their sympathies, right? This space is what I am aware of, that I'm shooting for.
Something that's been on my mind this whole past year is, okay, there's lots of things that we cannot do right now. We can't be in the room together. We can't all have bagels and orange juice at the start of the process. But the thing that we can do is talk to each other. We can connect. We can continue to explore. And so really, that's what the week became. No matter where you are, no matter what time zone you're in, everybody in the room is a storyteller and wants to kind of unearth the beauty of these characters and kind of explore this play to our fullest possible intent. So the thing that we could do, we kind of brought our full energy and attention to that. And Zoom became the platform that lets us kind of keep working, keep telling stories, keep exploring, keep getting to know ourselves. So it was actually a great and beautiful experience.
And this play by Alice Childress, Trouble in Mind, wanting to do a reading of it, and I'm so grateful that you wanted to do this with A.C.T. What were some of your goals?
The circumstance of 1955 is also the circumstance of 2021. And so it feels like we know that this is what we would call a classic play. But if someone wrote this play today, this play would make perfect sense today. It feels so present, but also because we are, in a way, energetically, in some ways, still in 1955. And so the energies of 1955 are still present with us today. The questions of 1955 are still with us today. So in that way, it feels brand new. It feels very much of the moment.
Whatever you say.
Again, Willetta tries to raise him.
He say keep him on his knees.
Oh, get up off the floor, wallowing around like that.
Willetta, this is not the time or place
Oh,
to...
that crawling ain't going on before me. Hell, I ain't the one trying to lynch him. This ain't saying nothing, don't make no sense. Talking about the truth is anything I can believe. Well, I don't believe this.
I will not allow you to interrupt in this disorganized manner.
You've been asking me what I think and where things come from and how come I thought it and all that. Where is this coming from? Tell me. Why this boy's people turned against him?
No.
Why are we sending him out to the teeth of a lynch mob? I'm his mother, and I'm sending him to his death. This is a lie.
I'm so excited. Thank you for inviting me to work on this play. I'm just so excited about Alice Childress. I think her work is so exceptional. And I think, so many of us, I always say, like, I've been doing theater since 8th grade. And, I feel like I learned about Alice Childress too late. So I'm so excited for us to be able to have the space to share her work and for people to get introduced, reintroduced, or just to get to revisit this play. And yeah, it's been a blast.